I'm Anisha Collins of Unashamed Imaging, based in Orlando, Florida, and I'm here today to talk to you about how you can consistently rock your Facebook Live sessions. I am a wedding and events photographer and cinematographer, and if you don't know, you're about to know that video is where it's at. And one way that you can take over and show up in the video marketing world or lane is to use Facebook Live. The biggest problem that I see/receive as far as people coming to me for advice and tips is they are afraid, they don't know what to do, they don't want to be seen on camera, etc. Just before I get started, I want you to see how I look right now. My hair is not, done in any type of elaborate way. I don't have a lot of makeup on, just a regular shirt. I have pretty good lighting here. So I'm pretty much in my normal ideal setting for how I would use Facebook Live during my sessions. Now, depending on what I'm talking about, sometimes I may dress a certain way or do certain things because I know what I'm trying to engage with as far as my audience is concerned. But it's not something that you need to, just lose complete strength or focus on. And that's why I'm here to show you guys how you can consistently rock Facebook Live. So today I'm here to help you guys get a better understanding of how you can rock your Facebook Live sessions. If you follow this checklist, and don't worry, I have it as a download so you can get it once this is over. But if you follow this checklist, it will help you to get more comfortable, which will help you to do more Facebook Live sessions and will also help you to show up when it comes to video visual presence. Because I teach on video marketing and I've been using video marketing both with helping others and for my own business, I'm able to give you guys practical tips, tools, and advice that I use and things that I do that make it easy for me to perform in this lane. The first thing that you want to do before you even get on camera or say, hey, I want to do a Facebook Live session, is you want to have your ideas and content mapped out some way. Now, one suggestion is a content creation tracker and strategy, which is basically having your content in one place, and that's what helps you to plan. If you have a content plan, that saves you so much time. You don't have to figure out and fumble, oh my gosh, it's my Facebook Live day, what do I talk about? You already had that organized, so you'll be able to look at your calendar and say, boom, it's Tuesday, January 1st, whatever. I'm talking about bridal gowns and how to, take bridal portraits. You're ready. You're ready to go. You're confident. You're going to show up on Facebook Live and kill it every single time. That will help you. I use this tool. It helps me for the entire year, and I can take away and add to it. I also use it as a universal tool because I can take some of those topics and let's say maybe I don't want to do a video. Guess what? I can blog about it. I can interview someone else about the topic. So it really comes in handy to use it in multiple ways, but we can talk about that a little bit later.
What you want to do with content creation is you want to have a script. If you know what you're talking about, you'll be able to flow better, and you'll also have a better understanding of what you're actually doing and saying. What's your why? What's your purpose for going live?
The schedule will help you to create frequency. Frequency helps you to engage more. Engagement will tell people, hey, quote unquote, Anisha goes on Facebook Live every Thursday to talk about topics related to weddings. I need to follow her page, engage, check it out, ask questions. This can really help me. So starting with a plan and then deciding when you want to go live, what day of the week you want to go live, it will actually keep you more prepared because you'll be able to take your ideas, write them down, put them into action, and actually implement and start using Facebook Live with ease. Committing to consistency will help you to, I think this is probably the best piece of advice I can give. The others are very important, but committing to consistency will actually help you to get rid of your nerves because you're doing it more often. So then it becomes, oh, I'm already on video. I've been seen on video. I probably had a piece of hair stick out or something or whatever. As you get on Facebook Live more and you record more, you'll learn, maybe I want to change this, or hey, I'm doing really well, I'm comfortable. And the more that you commit to consistency, the more you'll show up, the more your ideas will come, which will bring you back to number one, which is having a plan and having a strategy. And then it will be easier for you to schedule because you'll have so much content that you want to get it out there and you want to share it. you want to have good lighting. So for example, right now, all I have is natural light, but I have the shades closed. I have no lights on other than this like little lamp behind me, but it's so far back, it's not lighting me in the front. So ways that you can have good lighting is if you have a lamp and wherever you're sitting, like I have a desk lamp. So if I turn this lamp on, that gives me a little bit more lighting. I'm easier to look at, right? You're not looking as you were before, for example, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's kind of dark. This side of her face is really dark. So this adds some light. If it's not going to visually disrupt the screen and what you're showing your audience, move the light so you have a little bit more direction. Another idea that you can do, and I'm just going to slide over this way so you guys can see, I'm next to a window. So I can do things like open up the shade. Now, personally, this is really harsh. And there are certain things that you can do. For example, I'll show you one is to cover the camera and kind of allow it to refocus. This is a little bit better. It's still a little harsh on this side of my face, but great lighting helps you to get comfortable. It helps your audience to stay engaged because it's not like, oh my gosh, it's so dark. They're putting me to sleep just because it's really dark and moody. Sometimes that kind of visual for some people is not attractive. So you want to have good lighting. Now, lighting changes. So what I would say is if you can commit to it, and sometimes I do this depending on what I'm speaking on with video, if you can commit to recording at the same time, at the same location, meaning same time of day at the same location, then you really don't have to worry too much about lighting unless, for example, there's like a building that all of a sudden is built this way and now I don't have that same, lighting coming through the window. But if you can set up where you do your Facebook Lives all the time, then you don't have to worry about lighting that much because it will be coming to the same direction, what position you need to sit in, etc. Another great way to have good lighting is to invest in like an LED light kit or a continuous lighting kit. You can go to a website like Cowboy Studio. I think the least expensive kit I saw was like $150. There might even be one for $70. And in all honesty, if you're just using it to go live and just to have, nice lighting, nice continuous lighting, you don't need to spend $500-$600 on a lighting kit because it's just for Facebook Live. It's just for you to have, that nice lighting. You can also do a ring light or a diva light. Those are more budget friendly as well. They're about $99 and you can move them around. Sometimes I will even use my video lights, which I use actually to shoot weddings and, wedding videos like receptions and stuff like that. You just have to place it in a proper position because if it's placed improperly, you can have like raccoon eyes and shadowing, and then you're going back to what I was explaining earlier about bad light. Okay. So that's what I have to say about getting comfortable and good lighting. Another thing that you want to keep in mind is what you wear. Now, like I said, you don't have to show up in Gucci and Chanel and all that other stuff. You don't have to do all that. You just need to be comfortable because you don't want to be live and you're fixing your clothes and you're like, okay, does this look right? Whatever you feel comfortable in, that's what you need to do. If you want to wear your hair down and you're more comfortable with your hair in curls, or if you're a guy and you need to, shave or whatever, do what you have to do to make yourself comfortable. Because the less you focus on that doesn't have to directly do with your content idea, the better you'll achieve and the better you'll be during your Facebook Live session. Another thing that I want to share with you guys is an acronym that I have, and I'm going to show it on the screen so it's more understandable both audibly and visually. So the acronym that I like to use, it's called FACE, and F stands for focus. So try not to get off focus, try not to get off subject while live. You want to keep your topic and your bullet points and what you decided to focus on as the main focus. The next thing is attract. This is done honestly by choosing great topics. It's also done by, there are things that you can do as far as telling people that you're going live, little promotional things that you could do telling people that you're going live. So you want to choose topics that will attract your ideal audience. For example, like I said, I do weddings. So I'm not about to get on Facebook Live and talk about NASCAR driving unless it's a wedding and somebody wants to know about how would you do like a race car type of wedding theme or something like that, then I would do some research, but things of that nature. So you have to make it relevant is what I'm getting at. The next thing is to keep a call to action in mind. And let me just explain this for call to actions. You do not have to do a call to action with every Facebook Live. You want to use it when and if you need it. And also present it during your session when it fits. Don't just, some people have a script that they follow to the T. Sometimes you have to tweak your script based on what you're talking about. The next thing is engaging. So what I like to do is I like to keep the F and the A of face in mind. So that's focus and attraction. But you also want to engage with your audience while you're live. So talk a little bit. If you see some people coming on, acknowledge them. Everyone likes to feel acknowledged. If I was going live and I see my friends or even people I don't know coming on and I can see it, then that's something that I want to say, hey, I see you, so-and-so, and so forth. So connecting and chatting with people, it helps them to stay actually more tuned into your live video because they feel a part. They feel like, wow, Nisha just called me out, saw that I was, watching her live, and that's really, really cool. Save and repurpose. And the reason why this will help you rock consistently is because, one, you can take this content and you can place it on YouTube and then repurpose it on there. You can cut part of your Facebook Live content and place it on Instagram, and that will help you crush Facebook Live tremendously because, like I said, people will know, oh my gosh, Anisha goes Facebook Live every whatever day you choose and time you choose, you got to tune in because she talks about this, that, and third. What I'm going to show you guys now is how to use Facebook Live using these tips. And then on top of that, I'm going to show you how to really market it so that it really becomes a part of your business that people see, not just your services, whatever that service may be, but that they can see, you know what, she does this Facebook Live, or he or she does this Facebook Live, and it's really legit. And the way they're doing it is awesome. And one thing that I like that Facebook recently did is they have it now where you can actually go live without any outside software. So beforehand, you had to use softwares like OBS, which I still say, hey, if you can use it and it works for you and it does what you need it to do, definitely use it. I'm not saying don't. But if you don't have an external software, then Facebook Live has the software embedded for you to go. I just said Facebook Live, but it has software embedded for you to use Facebook Live, okay? So what you would do is, if you're using it, this is my personal page, if you're using it from your personal page, you want to click Live Video, and then it'll pop up with this screen here, and it'll say Accessing Camera. The screen that you see my mouse moving around, this is actually the Facebook Live screen. What it will show you is, it'll say right here, where you want to actually share your Facebook Live. So it all depends. Me personally, when I go Facebook Live for my business page, I put it on Share the Page You Manage. What you'll do is you'll select your topic. So you'll write here. Now, I will say, for titles and stuff like that, just check your spelling. And then your default audio comes through your computer, or if you have a built-in microphone, or you can also, this picks up a Zoom audio device, you can use that as well. This right here is going to be what your audience reads, like the caption, and then your title of your broadcast will go here. If you want to use any tags, so let's say I was talking about weddings, so I can type things like wedding ring, engagement. I'm really just typing just for the sake of teaching right now. Then the next thing that you would do is you would select Go Live. And then it usually does a countdown of 3, 2, 1, boom, you're live, okay? You want to look into the video camera itself. So that little dot up top, if you have to make a little note that says, look here, you can do that. Then you would just go back to the things that I was mentioning, face, so focus, keep them attentive, use your call to action where needed, engage. Those are really simple, and once you do them, they come so natural. Those are just some tips that you can use to consistently rock Facebook Live. So I hope these tips helped. You can find me at Unashamed Imaging on Instagram. I just showed you my Facebook page, but I'm also Unashamed Imaging on Facebook. And if you want to reach out to me, I have a Facebook group called Learning with AC. I'll put that link in as well, and you can come join us in there. I teach a lot about video in there as well. I would love to see see you there. Get on Facebook Live, get on video. You really need to do that for 2018. It's going to help you evolve in your business. See you later. Bye.